All right, guys. So I'm gonna be very quick and fast about this. So first thing we're actually going to look out is market structure, right? The market structure helps us to determine the direction of the market, right? Are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? And when we mean uptrend, basically when price is buying, right? And in other words, we can say price is bullish or bearish, right? Price basically does three things in the market. But the most important one is either price is buying, which is bullish, and price is bearish, which is selling, rather. So when price is buying, you want to buy, right? When price is bullish, you want to buy, and when price is bearish, you want to sell. Correct. So let's just move on to it, right? So the market structure, right? We have different types of market structure. We have the basic market structure, and we have the advanced market structure. So this week on our first call today, we'll be discussing the basic market structure, right? We're starting from there, the basic market structure, and then when it comes to the basic market structure, if you recall, I talked about that basic market structure, which is the uptrend, downtrend, and accumulation. When it comes to the uptrend, you can see prices going up and coming down, creating highs and lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, right? Then the downtrend, you want to look out for sales, only sales, right? It's creating, lows and highs, lows, highs, lows, like that, right? So that means you're looking out for only sales. But when prices are accumulating, prices creating series of highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. It is actually advisable to stay away from markets like this. Whenever you see markets accumulating like this, it's very advisable to stay from market like this because price tends to do something. Price sweeps the top and sweeps the low as well. So you don't want to, be caught in situations like this, right? So the most favorable market to trade is either the uptrend or the downtrend, right? So we're done with this. Now back to the basic market structure. So now the basic market structure, we have the higher highs, the higher lows, the lower highs, and the lower lows, right? That's how you get to determine, when you're in an uptrend, you want to know how to actually, get in on these positions, right? You don't actually want to trade randomly from any highs or lows, right? So yeah, when it comes to the highs and lows, every look at this now. We have the higher high right here, and we have the higher low. The basic market structure, basically, everyone will tell you that price moves just like this, price moves like this. When you see something like this is an uptrend, right? This is an uptrend. So that means you want to look out for buys, only buys. But how do you want to act on these buys now is when, after price takes out the previous higher high, the price reverses, creates a higher low, right? So you want to catch all of your trades at the next higher low, right? At the next higher low, you want to catch all of your buys, the continuations of the buys, right? So that means you wait for price to reverse, and you want to look out for buys at every higher lows. This is for an uptrend, right? So remember, this is an uptrend. You can see price going up, but how do you intend to know where to actually take the trade from? For the basic market structure, you are seeing this. So that means that this is a higher high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So that means you want to trade at every higher low. Now let me give you guys an example again. So that for instance, right, you have price do something like this, takes out the previous higher high. So that means you're bullish, right? So what do you want to do, right? So that means you want to wait for price, and this is the higher low, correct? Higher low. So that means you want to wait for price to get back to this higher low, then you can now buy from this higher low. That means you don't want to buy from this zone here because there's nothing here. So you want to patiently wait for price to get into this higher low, then you can now buy from there. I hope you're actually getting me. I really hope you're getting me. Let me come again. Now, since you already understand the highs and lows now, which is the higher highs for an uptrend right now. For instance, you want to take a trade now. You know that price needs to come back into the previous higher lows first before you take your buys, right? So in a scenario where price hasn't really moved, but you have something like this. Then you have price take out the previous higher high. Now, how do you intend to buy now? You know that price is bullish because price took out the previous higher high. So you want to buy now. So what are you expecting to do? And this is your higher low here, higher low. So you just wait patiently for price to come down into the higher low, right? Then you can now buy. So immediately price takes out this higher high again, and this becomes your next higher low, right? So wait again for price to come back into this higher low, then you buy again. The same thing keeps repeating itself. The same thing. Higher high being taken out, you wait for price to come back into this higher low, then you buy. The same thing, the same cycle, the same cycle, the same cycle. Then um, you've been able to catch all the trends, the bullish trends. You'll be able to make money off the market as easily like that, easy like that. Remember, this is just a basic market structure, right? So now this is for the uptrend, and this is now the downtrend. For the downtrend, we have a different highs, right? Remember, this one is a higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So now for a downtrend, we have lower high, right? And we have the lower low, the lower high and the lower low, the lower high and the lower low. In a downtrend, that is a bearish market, you want to look out for only sells, right? Only sells, right? That is you following the trend. That is you following the trend now, right? You want to look out for only sells, right? So just very simple as we're able to do something like this. So the same thing here again. So that means we are in a downtrend now. So this is a lower high, right? Price takes out the immediately price takes out the previous lower low, right? You expect price to come back into the previous lower high, so you can sell from there. Now, price does the same thing again. This lower low has been taken out again. Lower low has been taken out. What do you expect? Price to come back into the previous lower high again. Lower high, then you can sell from there again. Immediately price say that this one again, the previous lower low. So price come back again into this lower high, then the cycle continues like that until you see price what take out the previous higher high again, right? Then you can now say, okay, now I expect price to come back into this lower, into this higher low instead, into this higher low, that you can now buy again. You say it's higher low, you buy. Takes out this one, come back again, buy. Until you see another reason after price takes out this low again, that you can now say, okay, it's time to sell. Start looking out for the same thing over and over, over and over. I hope you actually understand that. Now let's go to a chart example. I want to give you guys a chart example for that. First, I clear this. I want to clear this first. But I hope you guys are actually following. Please drop a comment in the section. Drop a comment. I want to know if you're following me. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Don't worry, you can always come back to the recorded videos if you don't have to understand it immediately. It's very normal. It's okay. So you can always come back to the videos. All right, so explaining this, let's go back. Let's go to a chat example, right? I want to give you guys a chat example. Let's go to Euro USD. Now, what do we have here? Now you can see price took out the previous lower low here, lower low, right? You can see our price reversed. Now this is our higher low, right? This is a higher, oh, sorry, lower high, rather, sorry. Where is this guy? All right. So this is a lower high, lower high. So what did price do again? Price took out the previous lower low again. After price took it out, so what do you expect price to do? Price to come back into this lower low, the previous lower low again, to take out this lower low here, right? So now what do you expect again? This is now your new lower high, correct? This is now your new lower high. So what do you expect price to do? To come back into this lower high, you take yourself from there until there's a reason again, right, for you to buy, which means until price takes out this high, then you can now say, okay, it's price to come back into this higher low here. Then you can now continue buying. The price keep taking out the higher highs, right? Come back to the higher low, just like that. I hope you guys are actually following, right? That is a perfect example of what just happened today, what even happened today on Euro USD. Now let me show you guys. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. All right. So, can someone in the comment section from this high down to this low, what happened? What trend is this? The comment section, please. What trend is this? A downtrend, correct? Because you can see series of what? Series of lower lows, right, being taken out. You can see this lower low being taken out. This lower low being taken out, price reversed. And this is our lower high, right? Now this lower low was taken out again. The price reversed. This is now our lower high. Lower low being taken out again. You can see price reversed again. This is our lower high. This lower low was taken out again. Price reversed. This is now our lower high. Then price reversed into the zone again. Now this lower low was taken out again. You can see how price reversed again. So this is now our new lower high. Price took out this low as well, but you can just say this one instead, right? You can see how price reversed. This is now a lower high. Price took out this lower low again, lower high. Price took out this low again. You can see series until price now took out this high. That's why we started going bullish again, right? After price took out this high, where is our lower low here? Our higher low. This now becomes a higher high, right? Higher high. This becomes a new higher high. Price took it out again. This becomes our what? Our higher low. Price took out this high again, reversed again. This becomes our higher low. Price took out this high, reversed. This is our higher low. Remember, everything here is our higher high, right? Our higher highs. But you can see what price actually did here. Low to the high, right? It sold off. So apparently, right, you're able to determine that, okay, price is bearish at this point. So you're looking out for only sells. Only sells. Remember, we are just this is just a basic market structure yet, right? Still, I haven't taught you guys how to enter the markets yet. Your own is just to understand the basic market structure or understand that, okay, this is bearish now. You know when to spot when price is actually bearish, so you can follow the trend, right? You don't want to lose money. That means you want to only look for sells at this point until you see price take out this high. Then you can now start looking out for buys. You can see how price started buying, 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 buying. I hope we actually get this. Let me do this again. Let's start with this. So price took out this high, right? Took out this high, came back into this higher low. Yeah. Bought again. Took out the previous higher highs again. This is a higher low now. Higher high. Now came back again into the zone. Bought again. Took out this high. The same thing over and over until price took out this low before when I started seeing the bears, right? The bears came into the market and I started seeing sells. Until price took out this high, started seeing the bulls as well. I hope you're actually getting this. I really hope you are, because I'm trying to keep it really, really simple for us. Right. All right. So now back to so we're done with this now. We're able to understand the higher highs. So this is in the bullish trend, right? What you want to look out for is the higher highs, higher lows, right? That means you want to you want to buy when price is bullish, right? You want to understand the highs and the lows, the highs and the lows, the highs and the lows. You're able to understand it. And when it comes to the bearish market, you want to understand the lows, which is the lower highs and the lower low, lower highs and lower low. So now having been done with this, the uptrend, downtrend accumulation, you need to understand all of this, right? Now let's come to one of the main deals, right? Which is the main types of the market structure, which is the types of the basic market structure, which is the swing structure, the substructure, and the minor structure, right? The swing structure, substructure, and the minor structure. Apparently, the swing structure just gives you uh, a focus, right? Gives you a focus. It helps you understand that, okay, this is where I want to buy from. Just like this zone now. Remember I said you have to wait for price to come back into this higher low before you buy. Just what the swing structure actually gives you. It makes you understand that, okay, I want price to come into this zone, right? So you will not start looking out for, you not start doubting when price comes into here or here. You start saying, what if price comes here? What if price comes here? What if price comes here? When you have a swing structure, it helps you determine and it just creates this form of confidence that, okay, there are actually reasons why you want to buy or sell from here, right? Because price is currently in your focus zone, right? In your swing zone, where that means price is coming back into the zone that you want to buy or sell from there. Let me just explain it, right? So you can see after price took out these previous higher highs, right? Then created another higher high. Now be able to understand that, okay, this is the previous lower low, higher low here. Now we want to buy, right? So that means we expect price to do what? To come back. So that means this is our focus now. This higher low here to this higher high is our focus, right? This higher low to this higher high is our focus. After price takes out the previous higher high, the higher low to the higher high is our focus. Meaning we expect price to do what? Sell, come down into this higher low here, right? Then we can now look for what? Buys to take out the previous higher high. Now the same thing over and over. Now price creates another higher low again. What do we expect? Now we have another swing again, another focus, right? Another swing, which is from this higher low to this higher high, correct? So now we're surprised to do what again? Come back into the zone, then buy. I hope we are following. I really hope we are following. It's very, very simple and easy, please. You only have to, pay close attention. Now, this is for an uptrend. Remember, I said you have to look out for buys only in an uptrend, right? Then sells in a downtrend, correct? All right, so now let's move to the downtrend. The swing downtrend, right? For this is swing for an uptrend. Now, in a downtrend now, what are you expecting to see? You can see after price takes out the previous lower low. What are you anticipating price to do now? What are you expecting? Price to come back into this lower high. So that means that your focus now is between this lower high to this lower low. You don't expect price to take out this lower high, right? You don't expect any of this thing to actually happen. Now, you already understand that you are waiting. You're going to wait for price to come back into this lower high so you can sell, then continue the trend like that, right? You are patiently waiting for price to come back into this lower high zone here so you can sell. So that means that from this lower high to this lower low is your swing structure. Immediately after you have this low being taken out, the previous lower low has been taken out, right? Then now the new lower low to the new lower high becomes your swing structure, right? So now we see we now have another swing structure again now. This lower low has been taken out now, right? So that means this guy now, this high now becomes our lower high, right? Correct. So now when I start price to do what again? Price to come back into this lower high, right? And take out the then we can now sell again to take out the previous lower low. Immediately price takes out this previous lower low again. What are we looking out for again? The same thing. This is our swing structure again, right? We are focusing on this zone. So that means that we are waiting, patiently waiting for price to come back into this lower high, then we can now sell again. Please, are we following? I hope so though. All right. So so that is that for swing structure. Now the substructure. The substructure is basically now okay now we have our swing, right? We know that okay, we expect price to come back into this zone now. We expect price to sell into this zone, then we can now buy. Now this retracement, the substructure, let me just put it this way, right? The substructure is used for retracement. It's mainly retracements, right? It's mainly for retracements, right? So in a swing structure now, you expect price to retrace back into this higher low, right? So you can buy, correct? so you can buy. So that this sell now that happened here is simply a retracement. You can decide to trade it or not, but it's very, very advisable to just follow the trend. In this scenario now, this is a bullish trend, right? So you want to follow the trend, you want to wait for price to buy. So the substructure basically is this retracement, right? Then the minor structure is the continuation. The substructure is this retracement here. The minor structure is the continuation, which is the buy that you will take. After price takes out this previous higher highs now, what do you expect again? So now you now know that, okay, this is now your new low and this is now your new high, which is your swing structure. So that means you're having a new higher low and a new higher high. So what are you expecting for price to retrace again, give you a substructure again, right? To come into this higher low that you can now buy. And that buy here is now the minor structure. I hope you are following. I hope you are really, really following, right? So let's, this is for a bullish trend, right? And that is for a bullish trend. That is for a bullish trend. Now, for a bearish trend, it's probably the same thing, right? Let me use another example. Oh, so I use this same one right here. All right, so now we already understand that this is our swing structure for the sell now. Now we expect price to retrace back, right? Now we're not expecting the price to retrace back, right, into this lower high. Now this retracement is simply called the substructure. The retracement is usually like this. It's usually called the substructure. So immediately price retraces back into this lower high zone. Then we now get a continuation, which is called a minor structure. I hope you are following. So now we can see again, we now have another swing structure again, right? A previous lower low has been taken. Now price has created another lower low here. So now we are focusing on this lower high to this lower low now. So now price will now retrace again into this zone, into this the previous lower high. Then what will happen? Minor structure sell-off. Now let's go to the chart. Let's go to the chart. All right, let's go to the daily time frame. Use the 4-hour. All right, this makes sense. All right. So now, starting from here now, what do we have here? We have this previous high, the higher high been taken out, right? So what are we expecting price to do after the higher high has been taken out? So now, first thing we want to look out for is our swing structure, right? So that we are looking at this low. Let me cut price back so we can probably understand what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So now, price took out this high now, right? So now, where's our swing structure? This low to this high is now our swing structure, right? Which is our focus. This low to this high is our focus. Price took out the previous higher high, right? So now, and this is our higher low. So now, where do you want to buy from on a normal day now? We now express, give us what we call the substructure, which is a retracement, the basic name for retracement. Retrace into the higher low, then buy to take out the previous higher high again. Then the stuff continues like that, right? This is basically what we expect price to do. Give us a substructure, taps into the higher low, and take out just like that, over and over, over and over. Now, this is a bullish trend now. The structure now enabled you to know that, okay, price is bullish, and this is how you wanted to catch the buy, the continuation of the buys, right? As simple as that. The buys like that, you're able to understand it because you now understand, because you have your swing structure, because you have a focus. Now, this focus now is not basically make you to understand that, okay, here expect price will come back into this zone, and you're not actually doubting now. What if price comes here? What if price comes here? What if price comes here? That doubt is no longer there because you now have a focus. You have a swing zone we're actually focusing on, right? Because you now have a swing zone, which is this low here to this high. So now you can see how price, sorry, from this low to this high. Now you can now focus now. You can now focus on this zone now. You say, okay, if price gets here, you want to buy for the continuation. The same thing over and over, right? After price took out this high again, the previous higher high, you know you are still bullish, right? So what is the next zone now? This low to this high is your next swing. So now you're actually focusing on this zone now. You say, okay, when price taps into this zone, this is a soft structure. When price taps into this zone, you buy. I hope we're following. The same thing over and over. Now, after price took out this low here, which is a lower low, it creates a lower high here. So what are you expecting? A retracement back into this zone, which is a substructure, right? But obviously it didn't really happen here. But let's look out for scenarios where it did happen. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I said I was going to keep this really, really short. I just want you guys to really understand it. And then, yeah, look at today's price action. Same thing happened today. Now, price took out this previous lower low here, the previous lower low. So what do you expect? Substructure into this lower high, right? Then a continuation, which is a minor structure. Now, price took out the substructure again. What do you expect? Substructure, reversals, then a continuation. Same thing over and over in a bullish trend and a downtrend. And that brings us to the end of the basic market structure, right? Now, I've been able to explain the basic market structure, which is explain basic market structure, which I believe we now understand, right? We understand the uptrend, the downtrend, the accumulation. We understand the highs, which is the higher highs, higher lows, the lower highs and the lower lows. Then we now understand the swing structure, the substructure, and the minor structure. Mind you, this is just the basic, right? The basic understanding, and you really need to really know it, right? It is very, very important for you to know it. Now, this is your assignment for today, right? I want everyone to please go to the chat on Euro USD, right? On Euro USD, you go to the 4-hour time frame. Go to the 4-hour time frame. I want to see you do 3 things for me. First thing is you mark out your swing structure. You mark out your swing structure. And how do you just mark it out? You could just use this tool, right? You can say you have these. So let me give you guys a cheat. You say you have these, right? Just mark this out. Say you understand this is this is an uptrend, correct? You mark it out. You tell me that this is an uptrend, right? Tell me this is an uptrend. For the downtrend as well, you do the same thing. Now you now mark out the swing structure, right? You now mark out the swing structure. Now you see price took out this previous higher high now. Now, where is going to be your focus? That means this is your higher high. This is your higher high. And this is your higher low. So that means that this is your focus. From this here to this new high here. So this you now have a new higher high, a new higher high. So this is your swing structure from this higher low to this here. So you now circle it for me like this. You just use this right here. Tell me that is your swing structure. You could use this call out stuff here. Tell me this is your swing structure. Swing structure, right? Then where is the retracement? This is the retracement. Now, what's the retracement called? This is the, you can use another color to just make it, you know, I really like a very neat work. I like a very, very neat work. So some of you, should try to impress me, please. I like a very neat work. So this right here now is your what? Your substructure. The retracement is a substructure, the sub, and the continuation is what? This is the continuation here, this bar here, right? From here to here is the what? Minor structure. You can just call it out again, minor structure. Now, this is for you to really understand what we are doing here. It's for your own good, right? Minor structure. So this is our assignment, please. The first thing is you come to the Euro USD, you mark out your structure, right? Your uptrend. You now, okay, wait, this is an uptrend. I want to see uptrend and a downtrend scenario for you guys. I want to see uptrend and downtrend. And within that uptrend, I want to see your swing structure, your substructure, and your minor structure. And within that minor structure, I want to see the higher highs and the higher lows, everything marked out accordingly, right? You can just do it like this, right? And ensure I can see. You could just use different colors to just spice it up, make me see it better. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, this is it. Okay, use a different color here as well. Let's say wine. Just spice it up. I want to know that okay, you really understand what you're doing. Okay. And I'll stop recording right now.